ఓకే, అనురాధ గారు.
Gurubhyo Namaha. In fact, I have been following your mystic musings for some time now. I have two questions to ask. One is about the Isha Kriya, where you talk about the chanting of I am not the body, I am not the mind. When I was just seeing that video, my son, who is just 10-year-old, came and asked me, if you are not the body and if you are not the mind, you have to live with this body, with this mind until the end. Why is this being given as a chanting in that particular Isha Kriya? So I could not answer. So
Isha Kriya is not a chant. If you're doing a chant, that's called japa. This is not a chant. This is a method. You're supposed to infuse a thought into your breath because you're incapable of experiencing your breath right now. I am saying you're incapable of experiencing your breath because right now you experience only the sensations created by the passage of the air. You do not experience the breath. We're just trying to thicken the breath with a thought. You could have said anything you wanted, but we are using a certain process. This is not a chant. And anyway, yes, it is true you have to live with this body. There is a difference between living with something and believing you are that, isn't it? Is it true, both you and your son, slowly you gathered this body? Yes or no? Did you accumulate this body over a period of time, or were you born like this? You accumulated it, right? What you accumulate can be yours at the most. I will not right now dispute that, but it can never ever be you, isn't it? Right now, I have gathered this vessel. If I say I am this vessel, you will think I have gone mad, yes or no? This is a vessel that we dug out of this planet, yes? This copper vessel, we dug it out of the planet or no? This came out of the planet. This also, we dug it out of the planet, yes or no? You better understand it now. If you understand this now, you can live gracefully. Otherwise, if you get it from now, if you get it from me, you can live gracefully. Otherwise, one day you will get it from the maggots when they bury you. It'll be too late. It's best to get it now. If you understand this is not me, the ways of the body, the compulsions of the body will not be yours. You can deal with your body gracefully, you can deal with your mind gracefully. As I was speaking just a little while ago, your ability to live well on this planet is essentially how well you can harness this body and this mind. Yes or no? So if you have to harness this the way you want it, it's very important. There is a little space between you and the body. There is a little space between you and the mind. Whatever suffering, any kind of suffering that you have known in your life has entered you either through the body or through the mind. Do you know any other kind of suffering? Do you know any other kind of suffering? Physical suffering, mental suffering. These are only two things you know, isn't it? If a little distance arises between you and the body, between you and the mind, this is the end of suffering. Once there is no fear of suffering, only then you will explore the full depth and dimension of this life. Only then your life will be full stride. Otherwise, it's always a half a stride because the fear of suffering will curtail you every moment of your life. If you want to live a full-fledged life, the most important thing is the fear of suffering is gone from you. Only then you will do everything that you could do in your life.